Welcome to paradise and the world of trans Puerto Rico. Experience the aura and ecstasy of faraway land as our highly trained flight crew fly you in first-class air-conditioned comfort. And we give you convenient carry-on service. Oh, está pasado. ¿Qué es una cuerpa? ¡Mamacita! ¡Mamacita! En el último tiempo lleva a su casa. Delight in the taste of old San Juan. Gourmet dishes prepared fresh as you fly. And to ensure you're fresh when you arrive, first-class legroom with every seat. Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but federal regulations prohibit chickens on transoceanic flights.
No comprende. No comprende.
No pollos vivos.
Oh.
¡Ay, Dios mío! ¡Oh, ay, Dios mío! I can't. So come to paradise, trans Puerto Rico. Why not?
The following is a special news program.
This is Jerry Hayes from the Amphitheater in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where in a few moments, Congressman Gerald Simon of Montana will be addressing himself to the current moral crisis besetting America today. Congressman Simon is entering the hall, so let's switch to the podium.
Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow morning a report will be published containing the results of a 6-month investigation into the moral decay of the United States government. This report reaches into the intestines of what makes this country work. And I don't like what I see. Do you hear me? It's your country I'm talking about. It's you, it's me, it's all of us. There is a deadly disease spreading a plague that is choking Uncle Sam. I want to spend these few precious moments with you, America, to discuss this problem. So if you don't mind...
Oh, my God! This shot Congressman Simon. Security's completely broken down around here. I don't know how badly wounded he is, but they're placing him gently on the floor. The podium is covered with blood. Oh, my God. What are you doing? Shut your fucking mouth! What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on! What are you doing? I didn't do Simon. Hey, leave me alone. I didn't do Simon. What are you doing? Jesus Christ.
The following has been a special news broadcast. We now return
Jackson!
to our normal
God
program.
damn it, Jackson!
Right.
Jackson!
He's here now.
What the hell is going on? They just shot Congressman Simon.
There is no Congressman Simon.
The hell do you mean there's no Congressman Simon? I just saw the son of a bitch blown away on TV.
So did I. And I just got off the phone with the Hill. There's no Congressman Simon.
Well, then who the hell was that guy?
There's big trouble out there, Phil. Someone's screwing around with the TV waves.
Has this ever happened to you? avoid this. At last, medical science has found a way to avoid the embarrassment of unwanted erections. Now, you may call it by a different name. The rigid rod, the magic muscle, the pocket piccolo, or just the old stiff leg. But whatever you call it, you can avoid it with Stay Down, the new member number from Jensen's Laboratories. Safe, easy to apply, and long-lasting. Use Stay Down and be sure. Virtually no harmful side effects.
Don't miss the Reverend Maurice Fideau's sermon, Man, a Spiritual Assessment. Join the Reverend Fideau and his friends this Sunday on Poodles for Christ.
Oh, right over there. That's a good spot right there.
Hey, you got an eye on you, Billy. That's perfect. Ah.
Oh!
A little stiff. It's awfully early in the morning for me, old boy.
Yeah, I guess you're usually going to bed right about now, huh?
Yee. Yee. Caught me.
Let's get going and get him.
So we're here for, ain't it?
I asked comedian Billy Boggs to join me in Austin, Texas, because I know Billy is equally at home behind the sight of a 12-gauge shotgun as he is on the stage of a crowded Las Vegas showroom.
Oh, it's sure been a long time since I've been here.
Ah, starting to get an itchy finger, eh, Billy?
Oh. It's a long way up.
Oh, yeah, but I think it's going to be worth it, Billy.
Well, it gets tougher all the time.
Well, it was a lot tougher without the stairs.
Celebrity Sportsman presents...
Here we go. You ready, Billy?
I'm ready anytime you are, buddy.
Okay, let's go get him.
Live from Austin, Texas, the Charles Whitman Invitational.
Here they come.
Oh. Hey, look at that! I got that Letterman. Look at the size of that sucker. Wow, he must be 6'5".
Get the one in the yellow sweater over there, Billy.
Ah, clean. I bet you a beer. I bet you didn't even feel it.
Oh, the professor. Get the professor.
Oh, look at that tweed jacket's going on with me. Ow! Oh, good. I didn't even put a hole in it.
Oh, he sure is an old one. Well, that's it, Billy. We bagged our limit.
Oh, no.
This one sure was a beauty.
Yeah. Well, what the hell? She'd have starved to death anyhow. Job market being what it is.
Hey, look at him.
Isn't he something? I bet he'll go 280.
Easy.
I swear I never seen a Letterman that big.
It was a good day's hunt, and both Billy and I agreed we would come back next year.
Tonight at 9, Jacques Cousteau cruises the waters off New Jersey on his most daring adventure, the search for Jimmy Hoffa.
Oh, Jesus. 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 Sons of bitches. Jesus.
You thinking the same thing I'm thinking?
Now, don't jump to conclusions, Phil.
Conclusions, your ass. Does the president know about this?
President. Mr. President.
What?
There's something on television I think you should see.
God, what are they saying about me now?
Nothing, Mr. President. It seems that normal programming's been interrupted.
Why tell me?
I think you should see for yourself.
Oh, I don't have time for this. You come running in here telling me to watch television like it was a national crisis?
I think you should see for yourself.
Well, I want to see for myself.
From New York, this is the Evening News. Now, here's Bud Schuler.
Good evening.
Today, the Supreme Court handed down a landmark decision on abortion. With the details, here's Susan Lancaster in Memphis.
In an 8-1 landmark decision, the Supreme Court has ruled that parents have the right to abort the fetus through its 5th year of life. With me are Mr. and Mrs. Robert Dorset. They brought this case to the Supreme Court after struggling through the lower courts for 4.5 years. Well, Mr. Dorset, you finally won. How does it feel?
Oh, great, Susan. I mean, really great. Maybe we can now start living our lives again.
We're very relieved that this whole thing is over.
Go ahead. Tear them all up while you can. You're a dead man, Timmy.
You hear that, you little prick? Dead!
This has been a very long and costly battle for us, Susan. I mean, all our savings are gone. I've had to remortgage the house, and now I have 2 jobs. The lawyer fees are going to cost, well over $50,000.
Was it worth it?
Every penny, Susan.
Timmy, shut your mouth!
Let go! Let go! You're an animal, you know that, Timmy? An animal, that's what you are, an animal! Get in there!
In the only dissenting opinion, Supreme Court Justice Walgren said that he feared for his 3-year-old life.
You hear? You're gonna get it, you little asshole! Get it! You're gonna get it! You're gonna get it!
For Mr. and Mrs. Robert Dorset, this is a dream come true. For Timmy, well, an ironic note. Tomorrow would have been his 5th birthday. In Memphis, this is Susan Lancaster.
Well, another day has ended in the Senate Ethics Committee investigation of Senator Lars Wagenstein. The investigation continues tomorrow. Consumers report after this message.
The laughs are non-stop as host Freddie Franken finds another unsuspecting dupe on The Shitheads, Thursday at 8.
And now, here's David Harstein, our Action News consumer reporter.
Ted, I'm David Harstein, Action News consumer reporter. I have here a bill you gave Mrs. A.E. Lansing for an oil change on November 17th. According to our figures, you overcharged Mrs. Lansing by $12.88. I'm sure it was merely an oversight on your part, and in the interest of consumer relations, you'd like to rectify the error and refund Mrs. Lansing's $12.88.
Eat. Fuck.
Don't think we're giving up yet, Mrs. Lansing. You have your rights as a consumer, and we're here to protect them. Ted? Ted, open up in there! Ted, don't make me take this to the Consumer Bureau. You're supposed to be a responsible member of this business community, and I don't intend on leaving this establishment without Mrs. Lansing's $12.88. We're not through here just yet, Mrs. Lansing. Sometimes these things take a little persistence. I have found that most merchants will come around if you clearly explain your complaint to them. Ted! Ted! Come on, Ted. Come on, Ted. It's only $12.88. Ted? Holy shit! Ted! Ted, will you talk? Miss Lansing, I think maybe you should take this matter to the Consumer Bureau.
Thank you, David, for that live report. And now the headlines. Killer bees in Seattle. Killer earthworms in Denver. Killer clap in Akron.
Bill Vorscht is a special kind of guy. He's a mailman. To some people, delivering mail is just another job. But to Bill Vorscht, it's a dream come true. 12 years ago, Bill lost his leg drawing to an inside straight. Most of us would have given up. Not Bill Vorscht.
Hey, Bill, did my disability check come yet?
Yeah,
Great, just put it in the box.
Put it in box. Hit box.
Yes, to the people on Elm Street, Bill's an inspiration. To the people on Polk Street, he stinks. Fire the handicap. Then nothing but trouble.
Remember this? The sound of metal on metal, a wet towel snapping on skin, a crowded shower room, and the satisfaction of a group of men having done something together and done it well. Hi, I'm Fred Dreyer. Do you remember all that? Well, if you do, you're gay.
How long has this been going on?
Admiral Jackson just phoned. I have no idea.
Any idea who's doing it?
None. Nobody knows anything. What are you going to do, Mr. President?
What am I going to do? Oh, sure, it's always what am I going to do? Shit! This is a very touchy problem. First Amendment, freedom of speech, all that crap. Well, call somebody.
Who?
I don't know, someone important.
Direct from the Grand Ballroom of the Bellevue Hotel, it's the 9th Annual Sexual Deviation Telethon.
And here he is, your host for the next 24 hours, Danny Dumont.
Thank you. We have a tremendous task ahead of us this evening, and I'll tell you why. I know this is hard to believe, but there are a few people, just a few people out there in this great land who are not, I repeat, not sexual deviants. But with your help and your money, we're going to change all that. So let's get cracking, huh? Let's go! Now, you remember last year? We got it up to $2,500,000. And this year, we're going to beat it. Huh? Thank you very much. Now I'd like to introduce you to some very, very special people. This is Susie and her girls. We're going to be manning the phones all evening.
Get your hands off of me, you Nazi pig!
Remember, the number here is 555-8411, or after 6, call Danny at 555-8869. Ladies and gentlemen, a thrilling moment in show business history. Mr. Sheldon Sloan, one of the greatest contortionists of all time, is here today, a man who truly puts his money where his mouth is. Welcome to the show, Mr. Sloan.
Thank you very much, Danny.
You have something for us?
I have something for you. I'd like to give you a check for $500.
$500? What an example of a man who gives from his heart. That's marvelous. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go away. Keep those phones ringing. We love you. We'll be right back.
Tonight on Educational TV, Part 1 of Alistair Clark's acclaimed British series, Why Do Men Have Nipples?
Do you know me? I was the right-hand man to one of the great leaders of history. I almost changed the face of Europe. I was a man above all other men. But still, people don't know my face. That's why I carry the American Access Card. The American Access Card. Don't leave home without it. Do you know me?
This summer, travel India.
I love the morning with all its natural fragrances, so fresh, so alive. The gentle scent of budding flowers, soft aroma of an ocean breeze. That's why I was so pleased to discover Morning Mist Feminine Douche. Now I can feel fresh as morning all day long. Morning Mist in 2 natural fragrances. Rose petal and herring. Morning Mist Feminine Douche.
This is the President of the United States calling. Put Mr. Wilson on.
I'm sorry, sir. Mr. Wilson is not available at the moment.
This is the President of the United States calling. You tell Wilson if he isn't on the phone in 30 seconds, he can paper his wall with his FCC license.
The President of the United States. My ass. What is going on, Mildred? All I'm getting is phone calls from idiots telling me to stop it. Stop it. Stop what?
Mr. President, they aren't cooperating.
My children, it isn't too late. This is a good country, and you are good people. Repent now, and Christ and the Pentagon will forgive you. Daughter, repent. This is a good country. Repent, sir. Repent now, and Christ and the Pentagon will forgive you. This is a good country. Children, repent. Christ and the Pentagon will forgive you.
Can you believe that? Look!
What's going on over there?
Mama, I'm hungry.
No time to cook? No problem. Not when you've got Bullseye's new international frozen dinners. Bullseye traveled to the 4 corners of the earth to give your family a taste of the world. This smart mother is giving her son Bullseye's newest international treat.
Nano.
A meal so real you'd swear you were in Biafra. Bullseye, we believe you'll eat anything.
You might not know it, but we own 30% of the world's land and control more than 30% of its population. We're in oil, steel, finance, real estate, farming, all the industries basic to man. We're the owners of the world and getting bigger. We are the Catholic Church.
If I were a carpenter and you were a lady, would you marry me anyway? Would you have my baby?
If you were a carpenter and I was a lady, I'd marry you anyway. I'd have your baby. Save your love through loneliness, save your love through sorrow. He gave you his loneliness, she gave you her tomorrow.
If I worked my hands in wood, would you still love me?
I'd answer you, yes I would.
And would you not be above me? If I were a carpenter and you were a lady,
I'd marry you anyway. I'd have your baby.
Yes, you are a carpenter, and she is a lady. But you'd better not kid yourself. it's gonna be my baby.
Save your love through loneliness. Save your love through sorrow. He gave you his loneliness. She gave you her tomorrow.
Join us for this very special holiday presentation.
Sears repaints the Wailing Wall. Details at 11.
Sally Jones opens her mouth for milk. Milk. You can't have too much of it.
Redwoods, the heart of big timber country. These trees are tough, big, strong, 120 feet high, and more than 200 years old. We brought the new 12-pound Mighty Mo to the California redwood forest to prove a point. Get the point?
Once upon a time, there were 3 little girls. Dawn, Heather, and Melissa. 3 dead-end lives going nowhere until they met me. My name is Manny, and these are my nymphs. Good morning, girls.
Good evening, Manny. What have you got for us, Manny?
You'll love this one. The Hotel Leamington has been hit by a string of daring jewel robberies. From the information we have, the prime suspect is a Count Sergio Walensky. And if it's any help, Walensky has a weakness for gin games and...
Will you be needing the use of the house safe?
No, thank you. That won't be necessary.
Very well. Front. Show Mrs. Landfair to 311. Count, what have you got? Dame just checked into the hotel dripping with ice. Name Landfair checked into him 311.
All right, don't you look lovely? Thanks. His room is down the hall.
Take away for later.
I'm so thirsty. Oh, my God! I've been robbed! I've been robbed! Help! Oh, my... What's that ruckus out there, honey?
Lady just got robbed. 3rd one this week.
Would you excuse me for a minute? I have to go to the little girl's room.
Listen, Manny, I've been with the guy for over 5 hours. He hasn't been out of my sight. Something's going down funny, Manny.
There's a twin brother. Quick, find Dawn.
What's going on here? What's going on, Chief? Oh! Who are you?
The maid.
Take care of it. What do you think, boss?
I think this is the biggest score we've had so far.
Freeze! The game's up, Count. How do you do it? Come clean.
Easy. Come to hardware.
John Henderson opened...
Hi, this is Johnny Jones. A religious fanatic, punished for what he believes, is crucified and then rises from the dead. Do you buy that? See if our contestants will tonight on...
Hook, Line, and Sinker!
Good job, girls. Why don't you all take a few days off and relax?
Thanks, Manny. We have a surprise for you.
Oh?
Open your curtains.
What the fuck is going on here? It's the Jews. They own the fucking thing, you know?
Yeah, he's right. Think, I feel it in my blood. You ever feel that way?
I want you to get the fucking ball game on a tube! Now!
Hey, think, please, huh? All I do is turn it on and off. I have nothing to do with what's inside.
When Grandpa can no longer live with the family, think of us. Because we at Peterson's retirement home firmly believe senior citizens never outlive their usefulness. Yes, at Peterson's, we do more than take care of the elderly. We recycle them.
Welcome home, Grandpa.
Peterson's, just like Grandma used to make.
Oh, my God. Hurry up. Come on, everybody to your rooms. Quick, come on. Hurry. Come on.
What are we going to do? If FDR was alive, this wouldn't be happening.
Yes.
I'll tell you right now, I've got my own mind made up.
Hey, kids, who's the guy with the bloodshot eye? Hey, kids, who's the guy with the bloodshot eye?
San Lucas, San Lucas, San Lucas.
Time for you to go to bed.
Oh,
You heard your mother. Now go.
Henry, what's happening?
How the hell?
They are still a corner of the world where by the luxury of kings. If you desire the elegance of yesterday in a setting as modern as today, come to South Africa.
We'll be waiting for you.
We at Urban Oil are finding the future in the past for our transportation, communications, and recreational energy needs. Pollution-free energy. We thought you'd like to know.
President, they're here. President? President?
Gentlemen. Mr. President, as you can see, we have a serious problem here.
Serious bullshit. We've got a national crisis on our hands, and you know goddamn well who's behind it.
I don't think this is the time to jump to any conclusions.
You know, Al, sometimes you make me want to puke.
Bill, calm down. We have to be sensible about this.
If you ask me...
Nobody did, you asshole.
If you ask me, we should all start praying. There's an ungodly force out there, an electronic serpent, that's spewing its venom all over this great land of ours. And as God is my witness, as I stand here before you, it's going to bring us down like Sodom and Gomorrah.
Look, if I want to pray, I'll go to church.
I would take that into consideration.
Look, we all know why we're here. Now let's get off our butts and do something.
That's right, Mr. President.
Oh, shit. A new kind of Western.
A new breed of hero. Hard Times, 1880. A lawless town, Abilene, Kansas. And a brave man, Dr. Marvin Kittleman, frontier gynecologist. Wednesdays at 8. We all agree that God created man in his own image. But then, how do you explain the Muslims? This message has been brought to you by the National Conference of Christians and Jews.
No matter how many precautions you take, trouble happens when you least expect it.
Wow.
And when it happens, you'll be glad you own a Bixby Citizens Band radio.
This is KWQ4615.
50-mile range.
1020 is northbound I-95.
40 clear channels.
Half a mile from exit 17.
Static-free transmission.
1010 and 108 on the side.
When you own a Bixby, you're never alone for long.
Sure was nice of you to stop for me back there, man. I was really in trouble. You run this route a lot? Hey, I don't want you to get the wrong impression here, man. I mean, you know I got long hair and everything, but I'm just a normal guy, you know. I mean, I'm not a woman or anything.
I don't care what you are. I'm gonna fuck you anyway.
Bixby, the trucker's friend.
Hi, I'm Maxine Waldman, your Action News reporter. All this week, I'll be investigating the shocking incidence of breast cancer among our nation's topless dancers. Join me tonight for part 1 of Tassels, Tumors, and Tits.
The Paranoids. The story of two people who couldn't be careful enough.
I'll go test the smoke alarm. You check for breast cancer.
In this world today, $1 doesn't go very far, does it? Sure, you could buy a couple of packs of cigarettes and enjoy yourself. Or you could feed and clothe this Pakistani family for a month. That's right. 2 packs of cigarettes or feeding a starving family. We know you'll make the right choice. The General Tobacco Company.
Hi there. What's your name?
Who, me? Nancy Hart.
Nancy, I'm going to give you $50 for that shirt.
What for?
It's just a test. What do you say? $50 for the shirt.
Oh, sure. Oh, no.
Now, Nancy, what kind of detergent do you use?
I don't know. Different kinds. Why?
Because I'm here to prove that new Miracle Magic washes whites whiter than white. $100 for the dress.
What?
$100 for the dress. What do you say?
Wait a minute. You're not going to, Well, it's a test, you say?
That's right.
This summer, we dare you to come to Ireland.
From the beginnings of time, man has yearned to fly, to soar above the earth and free himself from the bonds of gravity. Now, at Buzzard School of Flying, you can learn to fly. We will teach you the principles of preparing for takeoffs, ditchings, radar approaches, and emergency landings. At Buzzard, we teach you everything.
If you were born between 1929 and 1963 and slept on an inner spring mattress, the Surgeon General announced today that you probably have cancer. Taped highlights at 11.
Hi there. Remember me? I'm Bruno, former lead singer of Bruno and the Penguins. Hey, if you'd like to recapture the past, Fabulous Great Hits has a fantastic new record offer for you. Oh, yeah. Who'll ever forget that haunting smash of the 40s? Ooh. Where were you when they were playing this tune? hits from the past contained in this one great album. Songs like You Died the Night I Stabbed You, the love theme from Godzilla, and my own personal favorite, You Did a No-No in a Punch Bowl of Love. Oh, yeah, that's right. You get 1,500 great hits all on one record. And that's only side A. On side B, there's a bonus. 50 top tunes from the Middle Ages. Like Holy Grail, I'm in Love Again. Who Put the Crow in the Trojan Horse, Attila's Theme, and many, many more. And if you act right now, we'll send you a super bonus album. Oh, yeah! Sounds of our times, to remind you that someday the day'll only be a memory. You'll hear old people chewing on dog food, the sound of bed springs in Washington, D.C., and a little birdie coughing himself to death. But you must act fast. This is a limited offer. You can't get these records in any store. So write down this address to get yours now.
To get yours now, write Fantastic Fabulous Hits, Post Office Box 999, Levittown, Pennsylvania.
Ordinarily, you expect to pay $4.95 or even $5.95 for these great records, but not here. Oh, no. All you gotta do is make out a blank check, put it in your addressed envelope, and leave them both in your car. We'll come around and pick it up. That's right. Oobab shabam, shaboodabab.
A mind is a terrible thing to waste. Give to the Ugandan Negro College Fund.
These are the backwoods of Kentucky. Untouched by the stretching arms of society, things have remained the same around here for hundreds of years. Somewhere, out among these tall trees, there lives a lost clan of men. Sheriff Billy Lamar of Merleville County is the only man who has ever seen them. That is correct, Sheriff. You've actually seen them.
Shit, yes. Damn it! Get off of me! I'll tell you something. I should have never listened to that damn sister of mine. Her husband ain't fit to be a deputy.
I can tell. When did you first actually run across these men?
Well, it was Bobby Jean here who first saw him. He chewed through his damn leash while I was out there getting me a coon and went right for them varmints. Don't make eye contact. Oh, shit! Oh, get off of him, Bobby Jean. Now, sit down.
You were, saying about the lost clan of men.
Yeah, right. Now, they was real weird kind of folks. Mean-looking. And nary a woman amongst them.
Well, how do you figure they've survived?
I don't figure. I know. It's them trees.
Well, thank you, Sheriff.
My pleasure, sir. Come on, Bobby Jean.
Are they the lost tribe of Israel, or just perverts? One thing is for sure. They do things differently here. This is Charles Conlon, on the road, with the Woodfuckers of Merleville.
We believe our Mamorax recording tape reproduces sound so accurately, we dare you to tell the difference between a human voice and a Mamorax recording.
In Deutschland werden Nationalsozialisten, nur die besten Nationalsozialisten sind Parteigenossen.
Well, is it the Fuhrer or is it Mamorax? If you're Jewish, you better hope it's Mamorax.
Mr. President, we've just received the feasibility study you ordered. The expediency of time, let me summarize. Now, there's no way to determine what effect this subversive programming will have. We know it's widespread and growing rapidly. They weren't able to pin down what's causing it. Its ramifications on the country's socioeconomic structure are uncertain.
Oh, for Christ's sake, cut the crap and tell us what it says.
To be short, gentlemen, their recommendation is to turn it off.
Bullshit. Most effective way to control this problem is to go in and blast those sons of bitches straight to hell.
And who, General Andrews, do you suggest that we blast straight to hell?
I'll tell you who.
Mr. President, I think it's time we stop pussyfooting around and take affirmative action. Turning the damn set off isn't going to stop whoever did this from doing something else. I've taken the liberty of putting the Navy on 24-hour alert.
The Air Force is also on alert, sir.
The Marines are ready, Mr. President.
And the Army is ready to go in and kick Bolshevik ass!
Well, that's wonderful. That is very commendable. May I just ask one question? Who are we going to attack? What are we going to attack? And you, Jeremiah, are you going to mobilize?
You can't mobilize against evil, Mr. President. In my opinion, television has always been a damning influence. Humbly, sir, I must agree with the report. I think we should turn it off.
Sir, that'd be un-American.
Give me the Russian premier.
What are you going to do with it? I don't believe it.
Action, excitement, and plenty of surprises as funny man Jeffrey Hines is the special guest star this week on Celebrity Hanging. Then, an ecology special. An unusual look at an unusual animal, the last of a vanishing breed. The disgusting world of the puma. Fridays at 7.
When Bill and I got married, the one thing we planned on was having a couple of kids. One thing we didn't plan on was Bill dying. I don't know what I would have done without the help of the good people at First National.
Thank you, Mr. Sloan.
Glad we could help. Connie will have her family now because her husband had the foresight to open an account at First National, the nation's largest full-service sperm bank. And when we say full service, we mean just that. Our friendly tellers are always willing to give you a helping hand. And naturally, we offer all kinds of conveniences to meet your special needs. Easy to use night deposit boxes.
What do you mean? I'm overdrawn. You must understand, Mr. Merlman, you haven't made a deposit in over 20 years. What about my Christmas club account? Maybe you should consider taking out a loan.
And of course, banking by mail.
Hey, what's going on here? I gotta get home. Come on, man, move it.
No problem is too big or too small.
Mr. Sloan, I'm having a problem here.
Why, that's no trouble at all. Here, let me help.
Yes, for Mrs. Connie Ackerman, for Mr. Alfred Merlman, and even for Rodney Lamunson. First National Sperm Bank is the full-service bank. First National, we're with you for the long pull.
In an age of fads, crazes, and cheap gimmicks, you can depend on Bronfman Memorial Park, the cemetery for singles only. Remember, it's never too late to score.
Kids everywhere are turning on to Winkles, the cereal with a surprise inside. And why? Winkles is popped, toasted, flaked, puffed, roasted, shredded, cracked, sugar-coated, candied, striped, chocolate-flavored, shaped like little men or little letters or little animals. It snaps, crackles, and pops, but so does every other cereal. Winkles is Winkles because Winkles is the cereal with the unusual surprise inside.
Got it!
Winkles,
Joanna.
the only cereal available by mail.
In order to prove the unbelievably smooth ride of our 1977 Grand Brougham, we came to Mercy General Hospital and asked Dr. Harvey Burns to perform open-heart surgery in the back seat. No other passenger car in the world would dare to make this test. Are you ready, Doctor?
Ready. Scalpel. My work demands precision and delicacy. The slightest move of my hand could mean instant death. Forceps. Hemostat.
Well, Doctor?
We made it. And he's not even fibrillating.
Life, death, infinity.
This is today's woman. Alive, vibrant, sexy, and confident. She uses Clampax pontoons.
Hello, I'm Lisa Allen, and I want to share with you an easy method of using the new Clampax menstrual pontoons. I know for many of you this is a difficult and unpleasant subject. After all, there are so many openings down there. The doctors have often referred to it as the miraculous maze of womanhood. But if you follow these directions, you'll see how simple using a Clampax can be. First, stand up. Grasp the pontoon vertically and pretend the room is a huge vagina. Now, with your index finger and thumb touching, make a bunny rabbit out of your right hand. Gently slide the bunny's head over 1, 4, and 5 and choke it until it fits unit 3. Next, with the tip of your forefinger, or maybe the heel of one of your pumps, plunge in units 7 and 2. Now, if you've done this with care, you shouldn't even feel the pontoon. But if you do, you have it in the wrong orifice. Now, if that's the case, the only thing to do is take your compact mirror, locate your mistake, and remove it without delay. Think of it as a puzzle. Relax, and begin all over. Remember, 20 million women have learned to walk again. Clampax, at least you know where it's been.
This is a 5-year-old die-tough battery. We're about to put it through a grueling test. For the past 5 years, this battery has not been used. Will it still perform with the dependability needed to carry out this man-sized job? Die-tough, the name says it.
Excuse me, sir. How do you spell relief?
Relief? Relief starts with an R. R-E-R-L-R-L-I. R-L-I-F. F.
Excuse me, ladies. How do you spell relief?
Oh, that's easy. I spell relief. F-A-R-T.
Concentration. Deliberation. These are the ingredients of a chosen few. To be the best. To go beyond what seems possible. These are the ingredients that make a world record holder. Warsaw, we'll be there.
Well, we're close. We are really close. One more phone call should do it. One more. That's it! That's it! We did it! We did it! Hey! Whee! Whee! I love you! I love you! The greatest! You're the greatest! Oh, they did it! They did it! And you...
Huh? Who? What are you saying? But this is outrageous. You're accusing me.
Accusing you?
They will not be intimidated.
Intimidated?
Just another act of capitalistic imperialism to undermine the terms.
That figures.
What about the Chinks?
We've already received a communique from the People's Republic of China denying all responsibility. They're pinning it on the Russians.
It was the goddamn Arabs.
Maybe it's the Jews.
Mr. President, begging your patience. They are rioting in the streets. The nation is paralyzed. Whoever is causing this doesn't seem to be important. What is important is that we stop it.
Mr. President, we must have a curfew.
You've got to
First thing with riding
We're teetering on the brink of destruction. Something has to be done, and done right now.
First thing with riding we must have a curfew.
The Marines. We need a few good men.
What is this shit? Mr. President, are you going to do anything about it? You're going to stand with your finger up your ass? You're going to do something. Talk about doing it.
Flop, flop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
Now, Mr. President,